Well, hello, back with another video, and I want to talk about Tyre Nichols. It took me like a day or two to process the video that I seen that they put out of his beating, which has left me heartbroken. Tyre was 29 years old, was stopped January the 7th for reckless driving, which the Memphis police chief, Carolyn Davis, said they have no evidence that he, no video or nothing that he was even driving reckless. So my thing is, why was he stopped? But after an altercation with the police officers, he started running towards his mother's house. And then when the police caught up with him, they just beat him down. I didn't post the video or nothing because I didn't want to post it. I'm sure all of y'all have seen it. One officer you could see that was punching Tyre, just punching him all in the face like hell. He was an everlasting punching bag. The cause of death on his autopsy was excessive bleeding due to beating. Tyre was stopped on January the 7th, 3 days later. But 3 days later, on January 10th, he died from his injuries. 8 days later, the FBI got involved. And 2 days later, the 5 officers was terminated. All 5 of the officers was arrested, but they had bonded out. So, but his mother and stepfather and attorney Benjamin Crump did a press release, and they mentioned about the black officers from the Memphis Police Department. They belonged to a unit called the Scorpions. The Scorpion unit was known to use black officers to go after black people because they thought it would get less press coverage. Cornell McKinney, he is a black guy. He said the same Scorpion stopped him on January the 4th, 4 days before Tyre was pulled over. And he said he seen on back of their vests it said MPD Scorpion unit. He was at a Marathon gas station and said all he heard was freeze, get on the ground, put your MF hands up. And he said they was in unmarked cars. One of them came to approach him, pulled him out the car by his shoulders with their gun, like no more than a foot away from his head. He said the officers in the unmarked car never told him why he was being stopped. They asked where the drugs belong, who the drugs belong to. Cornell said, man, I just walked across the street to get a pizza. And I was on my way home. He said the officers kept telling him, well, who this pound of drugs belong to? He said, man, I don't know what you're talking about. He said, I just walked across to get a pizza. This is what Cornell McKinney said, because he had an altercation with this same unit, this Scorpion gang unit. That's what it is, a gang. And this is just sad. I'm trying to get myself together and stuff. So when they kept talking about drugs and stuff, he said, well, let me just call my lawyer, because, he thinking they trying to set him up and stuff. And they tell him this ain't the time for court and lawyers and shit. This not the time for this and stuff. He said, man, I just got a pizza. He was telling Cornell, was telling him, I don't know what you talked about. And then, they started laughing and stuff. We were just playing with you, and they let him walk out. Well, Cornell placed 2 calls to the MPD Internal Affairs to complain about them, and they never got back with him. So then, when he seen the officers on TV, the 5 officers on TV that got arrested for for beating up Tyre, he said them was the same ones he had to run in with. He said, if y'all would have called me back, I was gonna tell you how they was. Maybe Tyre could have been still alive today if the Internal Affairs would have called this man back. And what it sounds like to me, this Scorpion gang unit don't prevent violence, they promote it. It's sad. What they've been doing, they've been watching too much of damn Training Day with Denzel Washington playing. And I know y'all remember Training Day. That was a good movie. Denzel played a dirty cop in that movie, planting drugs and all this kind of stuff. A bully. That's what Denzel was in that movie, and that's what these police is. They was bullied. So the thing of it is, when to me, when Tyre started running, maybe he heard about this gang unit. He know that they was bullies. That's why he started running. I don't know. I agree that he shouldn't have ran or whatever. But it's no evidence. We don't have no evidence or nothing that this man was doing any kind of reckless driving. So my thing is, why did you just yank him out the car like that, pepper spraying him, doing him like you were doing him? And it's more officers involved, because if you would have seen the video when it came on, it was a white officer out there. I was told it was like 10 officers involved. I did hear that one of Tyree's cousins post on her Facebook. She says more officers they need to arrest. She also mentioned the white officer. He was saying that Death was the one that was talking about his glasses or whatever. They say he was the one that started pepper spraying Tyree first. So this whole thing is just, it just broke my heart. It's just a mess. The five officers was charged with second degree murder, official misconduct, aggravating and kidnapping, official oppression, and aggravating assault. So yeah, I hate this. My heart just goes out to his family or whatever. I don't care. Even if he was reckless driving, he shouldn't be dead. Don't nobody deserve this. I don't care what color you is. They bring it. I didn't see post saying where is the the riot set and all that. I'm thinking because they went ahead and due to the fact that these was black cars killing another black person, they went ahead and charged them. And and that's not the case when white police has killed a black person. That's not the case. They went ahead and charged them, and they terminated and stuff. Y'all know. I'm not being racist, not trying to say start nothing. If it was the other way around, white cops would have killed Tyre or whatever. They wouldn't have got fired or whatever. They wouldn't have got arrested and all that. But I'm gonna leave that there. But one of the officers, Demetrius Haley, he was charged with he beat up another inmate, and I'm trying to find it. Yeah. One of the five former Memphis police officers accused of murdering Tyre Nichols allegedly beat up an inmate nearly 8 years ago, part of a troubling series of events and behavior tied to cops. Yeah, this could have been me, ex-inmate Cordarius Sledge told the Post on Saturday. I could have been dead. Sledge, 34, alleged in 2016 lawsuit, the ex-Memphis cop Demetrius Haley, 30, who then worked as a correctional officer, took part in a May 16, 2000 beatdown inside the Shelby County Division of Corrections. Sledge allegedly emerged as horrifying video released Friday showed the relentless brutality endured by Nichols, 29, who was pulled over in January the 7th traffic stop near his mother's home in Memphis. He died 3 days later. Sledge, 34, claimed in 2016 lawsuit that one of the five ex-Memphis cops, Demetrius Haley, then a correction officer, gave him a beating inside the Shelby County Division Correction on May 16, 2015. I had some contraband on me and I was trying to flush it down the toilet, but they didn't follow protocol. Haley was the most vicious, he said. Sledge said he got an apology from the prison ward, but nothing from Haley, who joined the Memphis Police Department in August 2020. He got a promotion for the correctional officer to the police officer. Sledge said, I didn't believe my damn eyes. Haley denied in court papers that he alleged assaulted Sledge. The lawsuit was dismissed after Sledge failed to provide the court with requested information. So I'm trying to figure out, was Demetrius the one that was punching Tyre when he was handcuffed? Like I say, like he was a punching bag. Was that him? I don't know who that was and stuff. But the whole thing is just tragic. But for him to go through what he went through and stuff. I'm hearing this personal. Because when all this was going on, I said, this looked like it's something personal. Now, I'm just going by hearsay. Somebody said it was personal. Somebody said that Tyre was messing with one of the guys' girlfriends or wives. I don't know if that's true or not. But what I do know, he shouldn't be dead. That's what I do know. He shouldn't be dead at all. These cops was watching too much Training Day, and that's what they was doing. Or either, they didn't think they was gonna get away with it because when white cops do it, they was getting away with it. So I guess they thought, they wasn't getting away with it. So I guess they thought that they wasn't gonna get away with it too. No, and all of y'all need to be sent to life. I think you need to be sent to life in prison. Tyre's neck was broke. We seen the picture when he was laying in the hospital bed. I wasn't gonna post that because that just broke my heart. His head was swollen and stuff. His kidneys was failing. So y'all was stomping the hell out of this dude. This little old skinny. You see how little Tyre is, and you see how big the five polices is. All of them look like linebackers. All of them look like they need to belong on somebody's football team. If you ask me how big they is, especially that Emmett Martin, But yeah, it got so scary where, they had, before they released the body cam videos, they went ahead in Memphis, they were closing everything down. I guess they thought that, it was going to be a big riot that break out. Thank God that I don't think it have. I heard nothing, I'm thinking maybe they having a peaceful protest. I hadn't heard nothing about nobody burning up buildings or nothing like that. If not, I have to go back and look. But Tyree shouldn't. Tyree shouldn't be dead. He shouldn't. To say he had a child, had a 4-year-old. He was working at FedEx with his stepdad. When he was calling out his mama, just like was it Eric Floyd, whatever his name? Yeah, when he was just calling out his mama, that just did something to me. I mean, every mother should have been able to felt that, because I have a son and stuff. I didn't watch all of it. I just watched a little bit of the video with the body cam video that they put out. Well, I think they said it was a video or something, a camera, something on a pole. That's what caught everything. Like right here when they were beating him and trying to get him to help, he was leaning up against the car, but he was hurt. Neck was broke. This was just uncalled for. But yes, y'all not getting away with this. Y'all gonna get what's coming to you. You gonna get it in prison too. And you deserved it. You deserve every bit of it. You do. So this was just heartbreaking to watch. And I believe it's more to the story. This stuff is deeper than what you think it is. This story is deeper what you think it is. And, I guess right now, how they do. They're trying to find some dirt on Tyre because that's what they do. But like I say, I want to see the video where he was doing all this reckless driving. And the Memphis police chief, Carolyn Davis, said that they don't have no evidence that he was doing it. So like I say, why did you pull him over? And stuff. You got all these cops and stuff, pulling them out the car, yelling at him, doing this. He didn't know what to think. And like I say, he probably heard about this Scorpion gang union because that's what it is. Y'all ain't nothing but a bunch of damn bullies and stuff hiding behind a damn badge and stuff, thinking you could do this and this to people. So he got scared. That's why he ran. But I do admit he shouldn't have ran because that's what make them even madder and stuff. They got to run after you. But this is awful. Yeah, it don't make no sense. I don't wish this on nobody. I don't, shouldn't nobody have to go through this. I don't care what color you are. You shouldn't have to go through this. We seen this through Sandra Bland and what's that guy, Philando Castro up there. They went through the same thing with the police and stuff like with Sandra Bland. Yes, she did have a little mouth on her. She was talking junk on the side of the road, but she shouldn't be dead and stuff. Philando Castro, I think that was his name, him too. Yeah, but Tyre was calling out for his mama just like George Floyd was. Just like, and Tyre, I didn't see nowhere where he was resisting. But I'm going to keep you updated on this. And I'm out.